right, welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Jess, she's Lovey, and tonight we are exploring our relationship segments, the sparks, the scars, and the secrets of romantic connections. We've got a number of stories here to discuss tonight. And Lovey, this is, right? It is, romantic love is something that has been described poorly for all of human history.
Yes. Are you going to attempt it?
Oh, God, no. Shakespeare couldn't pull it off. What makes you think I could? I mean, it's poems and movies and books and, scientific articles have been written trying to decipher, what this thing, this human thing we call love is. And it's not just a human thing, I suspect. There are what those monogamous animals, they have something akin to what we call love. I mean, where does that come from? So I don't know. It's just something to think of. Where does that thing we call love actually fundamentally come from? Is it a mystery of science? A mystery of who knows? I don't know. Just a pondering thought. So I have nothing, more to add to that than just just a pondering thought. You're looking for some philosophical. No, I don't have one. I was just curious. Where the heck does that come from?
Well, you know what I think. God is love. That's love is holy.
Well, yeah, but God also wiped out everything on earth except for Noah and his ark.
Well, he was pissed. He promised never to do that again. He apologized.
Just saying. All right, before I get myself in trouble here with half of our audience. No, I actually do think the Bible is a good, regardless of how accurate of truth it is, it's a good explanation of the human history. So, as best as someone could write it 2,000 years ago, based upon knowledge.
Yeah.
Actually, Genesis is a pretty good idea of what we consider as the Big Bang, quite frankly.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pretty good artistic description of that.
Well, when you're a being who doesn't know time, how long is a day?
It could still be, from our time, under our time period, God is still in the seventh day.
Huh.
We're not even close to the next Monday yet. It's still Sunday in God's time. It's still early. Well, think of how long it took to go from, let there be light to
the planets forming.
Yeah, and to get not remember God was still around when Moses was. So God got another couple billion years to sleep before we see him again. So if you think of it that way, not that I'm encouraging anybody to think of it that way because it'll make your head hurt. If you think of it that way, we're on our own for a couple billion years. So
You think God's sleeping?
he told us he was.
I think he's living among us spiritually.
Maybe, but that's just because of how he exists. If he's God, he exists in all times and all places. And so, so technically, but it doesn't mean he's not awake. It doesn't mean he's not sleeping.
He said he rested.
Yeah, resting. Hanging out back 40.
Still paying attention.
What if he's sleeping?
I don't think he's Sleeping.
We're in his image. He's got to sleep 8 hours a day. 8 of his hours.
That's because we have a human form.
We're in his image. God has a human form.
Image. It doesn't mean we function the same.
Image, yes.
No, not, a mirror.
Well, that's what he says. Made us in his image. We look relatively like he wants him to be, at least be perceived.
We have the ability to love. We have the ability to choose.
I'm just saying.
That's what they mean by in his image.
That's what they say. I'm going to just take him at his word. Now, of course, in order to take him at his word, you have to go back and find the original scriptures, and because you've got translation issues galore. Anyway, we've gone way off topic on terms of... And I don't think God is going to be happy with some of these questions we've got here coming on. So, all right, because like this first one.
Well, he said you will have trouble in your life. So there you go.
This first one is violation of a commandment. I'm just saying. All right.
Oh, that's true. Okay, the first one. My boyfriend cheated on me. Will it ever work out? Okay, you're in your mid-20s. You've been in this for 7 months. Get out now while you can before it really gets ugly.
Yeah, at 25, all that really means is, people are still playing the field. That's all that actually means. So, what you've just learned is he's not committed to a single person yet. That's learned. So, don't
make this what it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't waste any more time. Just not, in a sense, be glad that you found out now instead of in 7 more months. Then you've wasted 7 more months. Now you can move on.
Or 5 years and 2 kids later,
And something of that nature. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. My wife has a hidden chat on WhatsApp from another man. Any advice on what to do?
Ask her.
Yeah. Talk to her.
Because, could be a pen pal from Africa. Who knows? Lots of countries can only use WhatsApp because it's encrypted. So maybe there's just a conversation from someone in a different country that's really the only way to communicate. Only good way to communicate. Yeah, like if they're Miramar or something. Not all communications are nefarious, but you have a obligation to ask because now you have a question. Yeah. That's how relationships work. You have a question, you ask somebody. That's what you do. You don't have to be accusatory, just ask. It's a simple thing.
No, her reaction is going to let you know.
Yeah.
I don't understand why more people don't do what we do, which is my phone is open to you anytime, and you do that with me. And we have never actually used that.
No, the only time we use phone, like I use your phone when I need to call mine to find it. That's the only time I get into your phone. And there's things like that.
But I like that I can't.
Yeah, we know each other's phone code, but no one feels the need to go looking at each other's phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where he is all the time.
So yeah, this is one of these things, is to just ask. Yeah. Simple.
Okay.
All right.
I need help flirting with a guy I met in real life a few days ago. How do I start to subtly flirt with him without being too direct?
Well, if you actually want to have him know you're flirting with him, you're going to have to be more direct.
Yes, you are, because he's 19.
We don't know at 50. So you're just going to have to, twirling your hair and stuff.
Flip. The hair flip. That should be the sign.
We don't know.
We're touching our hair.
We just think you're playing with your hair. We don't. How are we supposed to know? So here's the thing. If you actually want, the easiest way to flirt with any guy is to just go up to him and say, hey, I like you.
Like you.
I might like you. Hey, I think I might like you.
There you go.
Just do that.
Yeah. Make it easy. Make it easy for him, really. I mean, you don't play games.
And make not only for him, make it easy for you.
Yeah.
So don't get this whole scenario built up in your head. Just, drop all that and just go be blunt.
Because what you were asking was going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it might not work in the long run either. But being direct, it's just straight and easy, and it will definitely sink in.
Yeah, being direct with no expectations, right? Mm-hmm. You've got to understand, guys have to do this all the time. They are expected to approach a woman, and you're going to get rejected 7 out of 10 times if you're lucky. If you're lucky. So, have a little understanding and understand that women will likely have that reverse. They're going to be successful 7 out of 10 times.
It's always worked for me.
So just because she actually likes me, because we don't know. Maybe we might even think you're flirting with us, but
we don't know.
Yeah.
What if you're wrong?
Yeah, then you look like a jerk. So then she's never gonna like me.
You guys got it hard.
Well, we don't have it any harder, or it's just different.
Yeah.
Let's be clear here.
Yeah.
These experiences, they're not harder or easier, or that's the wrong way to look at them. They're different. They're both very real experiences. They're just different. It's different crosses to bear, different burdens to carry, but there's still burdens, and we still got to carry them. And so you can't sit there and laugh about them. It gets a little heavier.
Yeah.
So if you can at least laugh about the burdens we kind of have to goofily carry. And, okay, so how do I make the burden they have to carry a little bit less so they might have an opportunity to like me a little bit more? And then they'll do it for you. And next thing you know...
And that's a nice way to start a relationship, isn't it? Making things easier for each other.
Isn't that what a relationship really fundamentally is? You make life a little easier for your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Make life a little bit better for your partner. If you're not making life better for your partner, what are you in the relationship for? Isn't that the fundamental goal of a relationship? This person makes my life better. I make that person's life better. We both are better off because of the relationship. Woohoo, victory. Isn't that not the point? I can't think of any other reason. Right? You could boil everything else, all the details away, because the details will be different for every couple, for every relationship. But fundamentally, is that you're looking for someone who's going to make your life better. That is the whole point.
Share your life together. Yeah.
And so anyway, we did miss one, by the way.
We did.
Yeah. See.
Oh yes. Okay. You want to go back and do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Feeling stuck after 2 years of dating, but I haven't met his kids. He's met her. Daughter.
Okay, maybe his kids are a bit unruly. That'd be my suggestion.
2 years?
Just saying, or without knowing the living situation, does he only get him on every other weekends or something like that?
No. Shared custody.
So I'm assuming she's been to his house. When his kids aren't there?
Yeah, when the kids aren't there.
His kids are overly protective of their mother.
Oh, really?
And he doesn't want to subject her to that. And he doesn't want to tell her that because then it looks bad on his kids, and he doesn't want to do that either. Would be my guess. Yeah. It happens.
They may have already decided they're not going to like her.
It has nothing to do with her.
Nothing to do with her.
Not at all.
No.
No.
He may be trying to spare her.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants to move forward in the relationship.
Well, okay, then she needs to help him through this conversation. Right? So she needs to start the conversation, which she should have, right? If she wants to move forward in the relationship, she needs to have this conversation. This is step parenting is hard, right? It's a hard thing, and each relationship in those are different and unique. And the only advice I'll give is don't fight ghosts. It's my best suggestion. And so the only way forward for her is to work with whatever is happening, not against it. Okay, fine. Because once those kids understand that you give them, that you're respecting them, they'll, I'm not going to say they're going to come around, but they will, moderate.
Soften a little bit.
Soften a little bit. They'll realize they're being unreasonable, and so maybe they can't change their emotional reaction. They can change their actual action reaction. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll almost guarantee it's what he's doing. The kids are overly protective of their mother, and yeah, they've already made a decision. And the only way through that is time. And you'll likely never get, any more than, civilness. But if you can accept them being civil and not much more, then you can move forward.
I think her expectations are she has expectations she's going to be disappointed.
Yeah. So if all your expectation is that, hey, everybody behaves like civil human beings, then maybe that's something you can be worked to. But you're going to have the conversation. You're going to have to sit down there and help him have this conversation. Hey, so what's actually going on? Are the kids just being overly protective of their mother and you're afraid of their reactions? You may have to straight up ask them that question.
Blunt.
Again, we go back to the blunt thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now we have a couple of intimacy questions. Okay. I got caught by a nurse. What to do? Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
Don't say anything. Leave her alone.
Yeah. And why are you in your hospital doing that?
Aren't you risky?
Yeah. I mean, come on. If you can't understand time and place for things, then you've got to actually have a problem. So maybe what to do is to, stare at yourself and, spend some time in the mirror again. All right. What's next?
Okay. How realistic is spontaneous oral sex in real life? He's talking about the movies where they meet each other and they're just, oh, darling, come to me. Yeah.
Well, okay, here's the thing. It happens just often enough for people to think it can happen to them.
Because there's that, that guy.
There's that,
Your friend.
Yeah, there are ladies out there who like to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the chances of you running into them, it's just, it happens just enough for people to think that it can happen to them. Does it happen? It's more likely to happen inside a new relationship where people are still randy with each other, and handsy. That's when it's more likely to happen. It's not likely to happen with a stranger. It's when you and your romantic partner are 3 months in and type thing. That's when that kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's realistic.
Sorry. That's again, it's something that's impossible, but you've got to be at the right place at the right time, or the people who like to engage with on the other side of it. It's
The odds are not in your favor, dude.
but your odds are better at going to Vegas, really.
Really?
So, all right.
Last question. Does increased sex drive lead to acne?
Well,
Because, started going through the puberty and the increased sex drive and all that behavior happening. And now here the pimples came. Oh my God. Cause, effect.
well, the cause and effect is the testosterone and stuff. That's it's not that the increased sex drive leads to acne. The stuff that causes acne also leads to increased sex drive. In this particular case, the hormonal changes that are leading to your acne have the other effect of increasing your sex drive because you're young and biology has programmed us to have an increased sex drive when we're young. And that's for lots of reasons, right?
Well, we used to die at 30. So,
Yeah.
15 you got married.
And you were lucky if half your kids survived to adulthood.
Very lucky.
So, they were trying to have as many as possible, all kinds of, horrific things that we now can't even comprehend. Really. We can't even really comprehend.
Living like that, yeah.
Forget going back 200 years. We can't comprehend going back 1,000 years.
No.
5,000 years? Go back 5,000 years. How people were living 5,000 years ago. 10,000 years ago. Can you wrap your head around how people were living 10,000 years ago?
No.
No, I can't. Thankfully. I thank them for their service. I thank all those previous generations who killed off all the big, predators. Thank them for that, too. I don't want to be sitting here fighting saber-toothed tigers just to walk down to go to the store. Thank you for killing them. Yeah, all these things. I appreciate it. They depopulated the world of all the predators.
That was a big job.
And that was done with sticks, stones, and spears. Thank you very much. That was long before the invention of the rifle. We did that a long time ago. People like asking, can 100 men beat one silverback gorilla? Of course we would. We're not going to fight. You're not going to we've been able to kill one silverback gorilla with a handful of guys for thousands of years. This is nothing new. We're not going to go up there and punch them in like we're Muhammad Ali. Of course not. That would be stupid. We pick up rocks and sticks and we throw things and we make noise, and no single one of us is ever going to have to put themselves in any real danger. And we learned how to do this a long time ago. Why is this a question now? Well, yeah, but we're going to put 100 of you guys. Why would we do that? You get 100 guys, not one of them's going to go, hey, this is a dumb idea. Let's go find some sticks or some rocks or something. I mean, we could just mob them with 100 guys, but, heck, even if 100 guys, even if you just sent one out at a time to get their, by the time you get to guy 50, the thing's going to be exhausted, and the next guy will just be able to, it makes no sense. Anyway.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of these
things that you think about.
No, it's one of these goofy feminist things that.
Oh, really?
That hit on things, and the idea was that one silverback gorilla could, kill. Well, yes, because one silverback gorilla can kill one guy, so it would be able to go through 100. Well, no, it wouldn't, because we wouldn't do that. We've learned how to mass hunt a long time ago. This is nothing new, and so we know how to kill a silverback gorilla with 5-6 guys. We don't need 100. Right? We can do it with 5 or 6. We don't need 100. Those other guys are just, cheering us on. But the question is, how do we pick the 5 or 6? Anyway, it's just a goofy question. So,
But that whole propagation thing, I mean, how it, it's wicked. It's wicked to go through, and acne is just an insult to injury. You know?
But
it doesn't last, dude. It doesn't last.
for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are those who it lasts longer than others, but for the most part, you get through it. All right, that's it from our relationships. Well, kind of. We kind of went off the rails at the beginning and the end of that one, so I'm not sure that would count as relationships, but hey, I guess it's our relationship with God and our relationship with, I don't know how to end with that to wrap that one in. All right, that's it for us tonight. Relationships are work, but they are worth it when they click. If this hits close to home, drop your thoughts in the comments. You can send them to us at love@latenightLove.us. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn our banners back on. So here, as you can see, you can go to love@latenightLove.us. Hit the,
Thoughts in the comments?
yeah, you can hit the comments. There's a contact form you can fill out there. You can send it to us at email at love@latenightLove.us.
Thank you.
All right. And thanks for joining us on this episode of Late Night Love, where we laughed, pondered, and maybe even cringed a bit, over life's curveballs, family love, and those romantic entanglements. If you enjoyed the show, subscribe, rate us 5 stars. Who wrote this? And share with a friend who needs some late night advice. Got a question for a future episode? Submit it via our website or send us a message. Until next time, have a good night, and please remember to love everybody.